What's up, music lovers? It's Elaine here with Neon Owl, changing how music media is done and taking it back to inspiration, positivity, good music, and really getting to know the artists beyond the industry. We feature up close and personal interviews with artists, entrepreneurs, and other cool organizations within the music industry and figure out why they do what they do, their motivation behind it, their struggles, their story, and how they got to where they are today. Through that, we hope to slowly but surely change how music media is generated and consumed, and just really inspiring positive action through that. If you like what Neon Owl is about, please do tell your friends about us and share our interviews. We would also love to hear from you as far as what artists or influencers in the music industry you'd like for us to talk to next. Maybe a cool organization that you think we should know about, or a charity or cause that you're passionate about. We would love to potentially work with them. As of recent, Neon Owl actually launched a Thunderclap campaign to expand our social reach, and we're really excited that within just a few days we started trending on Thunderclap under the community section. So if you have not supported it already, please go and visit tinyurl.com/neonowlco. All you need to do is click support with your Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr, or all three if you have it. And please do let your friends know about it. We want to keep trending and we want to get the message out there. Thank you all for supporting Neon Owl so far. This is my baby, it's my passion project, and something that I truly believe that the music industry needs right now to really bring positivity, inspiration, real stories back to music media, and for a group of music lovers to get together and do something good. So today we have Kyle and Linus from TELYKast here with us. They're currently a duo in LA, but one of them is from Dallas and one of them is from New York. So I really enjoy talking to them. They have a ton of personality. I love their dynamic and I love what they're about. And I truly believe that they have some big things coming for 2016. If you guys haven't checked out their latest remixes, Waiting for Love, as well as Roses, make sure you do on SoundCloud. That is definitely blowing up. And here's TELYKast. Alright guys, so we have Kyle and Linus here with TELYKast. What's going on?
What's up?
Chilling.
Chilling. You guys are in LA right now. So before I get started, I always like to start with a positive focus. So something you're grateful for or excited about?
Grateful for the support from everyone around us, and excited about the originals that are going to be coming out this next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely same. Definitely thankful for my parents for supporting us chasing this dream and just being able to do it every day.
Yeah, I actually saw you post a status on that. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, both of us, Linus is older, he went through university. I actually was in my freshman year and knew I had a career-ending accident from hockey, and I knew that I wanted to do music, but my focus was to do some school. But then my parents were like totally behind me to just focus on music, and it was after the first semester that I came out here, and we both attended Icon Collective, which is the production school, and I don't know, they've just been behind me the whole time, so definitely know that's not the same for everyone.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you two met and how you guys formed.
We both applied to this school, right? This production school, and we're both former athletes. Like, I was an athlete in college, and so the person who's in charge of like roommate situations hit us up and was like, "You guys should live together because you were both former athletes." And so, yeah, I don't know. We decided to do that. I mean, I've played music all my life. I've been producing for like a few years, but I've been playing music since I was 4, you know, and both my parents are musicians too. So when we linked up, it was like, okay,
Let's make some music.
let's do this. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, we were random roommates, and Kyle already had the idea for TELYKast, and he had already been kind of building it, but there was no original music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when we kind of got together and was like, okay, let's figure out how to put out some original music using TELYKast as like the platform.
Yeah. And did you both know that you wanted to pursue music as a career before you guys hooked up?
Yeah, like same with Kyle. I was a really good diver, platform diver. I actually grew up diving at Columbia University in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and after I hurt myself really bad, I couldn't walk for like 7 months, and after that, I had already put my 10,000 hours kind of into diving. So I said, okay, you know what, it's time to start over.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd been putting it into music for a while, but not seriously. So once I had that injury, I think once he had the injury, we both, in our own universes, wanted to pursue music, and then we met Icon.
Yeah.
I had the same thing, like you said, the career-ending injury. I was playing hockey, and whenever I was 13, I actually went to Sweden on a little U.S. team, and that's when I heard dance music the first time. So since then, I got hurt when I was 18, and now I'm 21, so it's been a while, but music was always like something that I did on the side, or like I just had a strong passion for, but couldn't really do it because hockey was my number one. So when I got hurt, I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't work out for a while. I was seeing doctors and stuff, and just kind of helped me get through it. And then when I came out here is when I really started doing it like seriously and full time.
Yeah. So do you guys think it's a blessing in disguise?
Absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you talked about you were 13 when you were first exposed to that. What about for you? Like, when did you guys decide that dance music or electronic music was what you wanted to do?
So I was listening to it. I mean, my background is like the Beatles and classic rock, and like the Grateful Dead and Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And,
So pretty different.
yeah, completely different. And then growing up in New York City, hip hop, underground hip hop is what got me into production, right? What got me into making music on a computer. And then when I came here, I listened to like some dance music in college, but it was more like dubstep, Skrillex, and like Seven Lions, and like Feed Me, like that type of stuff, and like Porter, like a bunch of acts would come through to Indiana University, which that's where I went. But it wasn't until I met Kyle that he put me on like dance music for real. I don't know. I was just like, what the, because I was like, whoa,
What is this?
Yeah, and that's why our stuff sounds like not typical, because I don't really come from that background, I come from like the classical kind of stuff in terms of like writing and classical and like jazz. That's where I come from. But with Kyle's influences, it can like make something new sounding, right?
I think it's great though because his musicality and my knowledge of like dance music, combining the two is something that a lot of the producers can't because they don't necessarily come from the musical background that Linus does. So definitely I feel like we're onto something with like the sounds we've been making recently that could be like,
I mean, I love pop music, like right, all that stuff it's good pop music, and that's where it's all heading, right? We're really focusing on putting out music. Like, yeah, we have some remixes and stuff, but like right now we're focusing on songs. We're focusing on original songs because those are the things that will last, right? Like a good song, like when we have sessions, I try to just get down piano and voice, and then I can like take it from there. But like when we get together, and there's a singer or like a writer, just try to get piano and voice down, right? Because it's like emphasis on like a good song in its bare bones, like skeleton, and then we can take it from there. That's I don't know. That's what we focus on.
Yeah. I mean, you guys' Rose's remix was really good, and I listened to a lot of you guys' remixes, and Atlas was one of my favorite tracks too.
Shit.
So that's a while back, I think. But I mean, do you guys have songs that are like extra special to you that you guys have produced or remixed so far?
Well, yeah, it's funny because like special remix is kind of like an oxymoron. Remix that's special to you, but at the same time, when you're making the remixes, and there's a very, okay, because the reason why like Roses is a good remix, right, or any of these are good remixes, is always because the top line, the singer, the lyrics, the melody is good. That's the reason why the remix can be good, right? A shitty vocal, like great production, can never mask a shitty vocal. So when we're making these remixes, we do kind of have this like sentimental attachment to it because like we're singing the lyrics with our music under it, but at the end of the day, it's still just a remix, which is funny, right? It's still just a remix. Yeah, there's a few songs that we have coming up that have some good meaning. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you give us a little sample, a little preview of what you're working on right now?
Sure, going fast.
Yeah, this is actually a remix that we'll have coming out hopefully start of the year.
And you showed the beginning of the Nina or whatever. Breakthrough.
Oh.
That's dope.
There's that one.
Awesome. So, I mean, like, how long does it take you guys to put together a track or do a remix?
That one was like an hour and a half.
That's it?
Yeah.
And when's that one releasing?
Probably the top of the year. We're gonna have 2 originals that are coming out, and then we're gonna have that because that's like one of my friends. I do a lot of sessions in pop. I do a lot of pop music sessions, and so I work with a lot of pop writers, and that kid, he does a lot of pop stuff. I think he has a few cuts on some Jason Derulo stuff.
Okay.
But he's like putting out his artist project, and that one is the first song on his artist project. So we're gonna push that remix when his artist project drops, pretty much. And I think it's been pushed back a little bit. So we're aiming for the top of the year. I think something happened in his whole camp and stuff, but we're aiming for the top of the year with that one. And in the meantime, we are focusing on, probably like 2 originals before that. And that's kind of what we got down yesterday. Do we have those MP3s?
They're not together. They're just the stems.
Okay. Here's this other one, though. Well, here's the thing. Like, it takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, depending on, I don't know, everything in the universe. Kind of how it comes out and how fast it gets on the page.
Yeah.
But on the private links, we have about 100 private links, and then we have a folder with about 700, I think.
Yeah.
MP3s, right? And so that's been over a year and a half, and that's why it doesn't take that long because we've been writing a lot. I mean, I could have 7,000 MP3s, but if none of them are good, nothing matters, right?
Yeah.
Um, but just to give you a little idea of kind of how much we make, and it's not all dance music either.
Yeah.
Well, it is dance music, but it's not just all progressive house. Right now, we're kind of like focusing on, you can call it progressive house. It's a little more textured than that. We're using a lot of guitars and tons of guitars and live sounds. But after, in a while, let's see, in a year, talk to you in a year, who knows where it'll really be, right?
Yeah.
Right now we're focusing on this because that was kind of our mission in the beginning.
Would you guys say that your sound has changed or evolved since you started?
Oh man. Okay, so you heard I come from hip hop, so I love banger shit, and then because my parents are classically trained, I come from that kind of feel, like romantic era and stuff. Like I like color. I like harmony and I like color. So trap and the color, and then into dirty shit, like I love it. And then when we play out, I'm always like, Kyle, dude, we need to throw some trap on right now. Love that,
but it's like
changed.
It's definitely, I think our whole mentality is something comparable to like a Calvin Harris or like a Zed, where we can be known to everyone, but in our live sets we can play more banging stuff that we want. So
I mean, also I think it's hard, but like it's hard to say this, but nobody is holding a gun to anybody's head saying put out music. So like we have so many things that we didn't put out that honestly, like a year ago, we were like, we were going on runs, like, okay, like scheming on like, we're gonna release this then and that then, and like thank God nothing came out because like no, and I mean, even some of the stuff we have released, it's like, okay, it could always be better, right? But it took like a year and a half to just sit and kind of watch where things were headed, and just when we make music, be influenced by what's out there right now and what was in our past, right? Like make music from what we grew up listening to and just naturally like before we analyzed it, and what's going on now. We could show you some stuff that's like slamming deep house, that's like kind of like Kirby style stuff that we thought we were going to release like 6 months ago. It's like, thank God we didn't do that. It's like waiting and seeing where things are heading, and then figuring out the right time to kind of step in. We're still figuring it out, but I think that's really important. So our style has changed a lot, even though we'll ever know. No one will hear it.
Yeah, you guys don't have too many tracks out. So you guys been playing some shows, right? How's that been since both of you guys moving to LA?
It's great. I mean, we love playing shows. It's like the best feeling, controlling a crowd. But honestly, we've probably done like 4 or 5 shows only, just because we wanted to focus on music and really have like a product where we will have a demand and we can have people who truly want to see us because of our music. And like, I think that's something a lot of people don't do, is they just focus on getting shows. And I think in the long run, it'll be a way better investment, just because we'll have the product and hopefully the demand.
Yeah. And so, what would you say influences you to continue to make music?
So there's like 100,000 things, right, that will stress you out and make you want to quit, I guess. But I think at the end of the day, all we have is time, right? We're still living. We wake up every day, right?
In your case, just now, right?
No. Well, that's the thing. It's like, okay, after we get off this interview, after this, we have a pop session. And then later tonight, we have another pop session. That'll probably be a TELYKast session, because this girl is like she's got more of a glam vocal, so it'll be good for shimmering kind of pop. So it'll be good for, but this next one, it's like, for hip hop, like Kalani, and Zendaya. I think that's what we're gonna be writing for. So like, no matter what, it's just like focused on writing good music.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what stress, all the stresses, all the pressures, right? We have people that support us, right? Both our parents, because my parents, they went to Juilliard and they were incredible. They met, you know, and we stayed at the Upper West Side. They met in the Upper West Side and they kind of stuck around that area.
Yeah.
They couldn't pursue it, right? Because they all of a sudden had 5 kids, and Kitty and my dad had to go careers, so that they know that I'm doing it, and they're really supportive. Kyle's parents are really supportive. We have supportive parents, you know. We have shelter, right? I don't know, just like no matter what, just focusing on music. And the other thing is like you see all these cats that make it, and you see all these cats that don't make it, and the ones that don't make it, it's because they quit a lot of the time, right? So as long as time is still ticking, we're just not going to quit.
And I think we kind of enjoy the like mentality of having to work for it, because we were athletes and we know like it's worth like putting everything you can into it, and like if it's handed to you, it's way different than if you work hard for it. Like the reward is that much better. So definitely I think we have the right mentality. Sometimes it's stressful, or some days are way harder, but I mean at the end of the day it's what we want to do. So
yeah, it's awesome. And so what would you say has been the most challenging part and then the most rewarding part?
We'll find out. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think like it's the challenging stuff. It's so like momentary, you know. Like you're in the moment and you're like, oh fuck, and then like you know now I'm thinking like 6 months later, or a year later, or whatever it is. You're just like, oh whatever. I don't know. Like yeah, every failure will fuel the success if you look at it right. And I don't know. I think something cool. I'm glad people like the Roses remix.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a lot of plays on
took them
SoundCloud.
2 hours to make, or less.
3 hours? 3 hours?
It was like 2 hours or so. I don't know. Well, we had a. This is the way it went. Kyle was working on it with this kid Alex Sacco, and I like coach little kids diving as like a part-time job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was tired, and I said, "Okay, Kyle, I'm coming over. Let's see what you guys have." And basically, they had come up with something that just, to me, it was not right fully. And then, like, sorry, you know.
Your shit sucks.
They played it, and I was like, so they were like, so what do you think? And I was like, dude, honestly, nah. I was like, if the Chainsmokers, if we think that, because Kyle is a total internet genius. This kid is a whiz, okay? And with him and the rest of the team, like songs can get pushed, right? They can get out there, but it's like, okay, well, if he said, I know this shit can blow up. I was like, okay, but now if it sounds like this again, let's fucking redo this shit. So I said, give me a guitar, give me a piano, boom, boom, boom. Chords were done. Kyle came up with the melody and the drop, you know, and I produced it out, and it was done so fast. You know, like they took a little bit of time to make the first one, but then as soon as I came in with the chords for the new one, for the one you hear, it was like a wrap.
Yeah.
Quick. It's all quick. Like the best ideas, a lot of times, they just come out. You like black out for a second. You know, go like do whatever you need to do. Come back, and you're like, whoa, this is tight, or like, oh, this sucks. You know, it's like one or the other.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know you guys started off as roommates. So how's it been like working together as a duo?
Kyle is the best co-producer you could ask for, because like I'm the one who is, if I had to sit in the studio for 2 weeks straight with one person, right, it would probably be Kyle. Just because I'm on the computer, right? I'm the one I know theory. I know how to write music, right? And then Kyle knows exactly when to step up and voice his opinion, and when to like stand back for a second, and let me finish my idea. And that's just his personality, He's like really good. Yeah, he's like the best co-producer out there. um,
That's awesome. And so, do you guys spend a lot of time together outside of working on your music?
yeah, we do. We're roommates. But
You're stuck.
I work sometimes, and I'm in a lot of sessions, and yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, we're roommates. I don't know.
Yeah. So okay, so let me put you guys on the spot. What's one word that you would use to describe the other person?
What's a good word? Let's see.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm nuts. Kyle knows I am out there.
Yeah.
I am out there. Yeah, I'm just a little bit crazy.
Well, what makes this guy so crazy?
No, it's just like we're kind of like opposites, but like we're like perfect because he's like, we always joke like if we go to talk to someone, he's like normally the talkative person, and I'm like just sitting there like
I can't tell.
Yeah, no, he's very reserved, but then
we come back and we're like swapping.
Yes, like we always like go, we have meetings or whatever it is, and I'm always the one talking, and then when I come back, even Kyle won't say a word the entire time, and when I come back, he'll be like, that was a little bit weird. I don't know what he said about that. That's cool. Like, I totally feel him on that. Like list it out. And I'm like, okay, good. Because, whatever. I'm 25. He's 21.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in New York City. I was public school all the way. And so I'm out there. All my friends growing up were probably a bad influence on me. But it is what it is, and he, one word to describe him would be, I don't want to say reserved because that doesn't do it justice, but it's like a, oh man, it's like a silent intellect. I don't know how to explain it. Like the kids,
silent ninja.
Silent. Yeah. Whoa, art silent. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's a good one.
Yeah. So, if you guys' apartment was on fire right now, what would you take with you?
My computer, shit, my hard drive,
yeah.
My insulin. I don't know.
Yeah. And would you guys say that, outside of your musical influences, do you guys have any other like role models in life or kind of have assisted you along the way or push you to follow your dreams?
Yeah, our parents probably. My dad is huge for me. I mean, my mom too. My parents in general. But I mean, musically, we have people like Kashmir, who we haven't met yet, but would love to get up with that dude because
Nice. Really good.
is dope. He's on the pop side too, which I love. Yeah, I mean, in school we had some mentors that were good. But here's the thing with mentors in school. They're paid to mentor you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of a weird, or in our school, it's a weird situation. It's like, yeah, you're a mentor, but you're paid by the hour. So I don't know. I thought that was a little bit weird. I wish that we had some like mentors out here. That would be really cool. Some people that, genuinely, and if it happens, right? But it's like people who genuinely see the potential and want to help, not paid by the hour, I guess, is the thing.
Yeah. I mean, if you could choose someone to mentor you, who would that be?
Kashmir.
Yeah.
And Niles, yeah, that dude is like the realist, and like stuff. Like I use all his stuff too, and like, yeah, he's tight. I can't really think of anyone else because he is the most versatile, in my opinion. I don't know anyone. We used to hang out with Lucas a bit. If you know that dude, Trap Dude, LOOKAS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he lived in our building. So we used to chill with him a bit. He's a crazy kid, but he's awesome. He's great. He, for me, because I came from straight like pop and stuff. He kind of, for production, was like I would play him my stuff. And he'd be like, "You need to do that there, that there, that there."
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, "Oh, tight," you know. Yeah, I don't know. We don't. Cashmere would be the one, but we don't really have anyone outside our parents, non-music related.
Yeah. And so, what would you say is on the horizon for you two? What's coming up in the next year or two?
A lot of originals, I think, especially with all the SoundCloud stuff. I mean, it's time for people to be creative and make original music now. Like the remix game was like a way to get in to the scene, I feel like, for everyone, but now it's like a lot of stuff sounds the same. It's about making the next sound or making like
Pushing the needle. There's no other reason to do it, you know. There's a sea of remixes. You go on Hype Machine, you go on any of these, you know, and Spotify's different, but SoundCloud and Hype Machine are littered with covers and remixes, right? Just everywhere. Now everyone's doing covers because all the remixes are getting swiped, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so like it's kind of like a sea of just like shit that's at your face. And a lot of them are good, catchy ass remixes, you know, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, you're like, why do we put time into this, right? What's the real point of doing it all? And it's like, well, you got to put, in our opinion, it's like shift the needle. You have to move it some way, right? You got to make an impact. You got to try to change lives, right? That's the only reason to do it, is to try to change lives.
Yeah.
I don't know what the question was. But yeah, it's like focusing on the releases, you know, coming out with the sound that we got working on a little bit right now. I wish we had these vocals with the I mean, I could always get it, but
maybe we can add it in later. But
yeah, for sure.
you know, so for those that are listening right now that are trying to pursue something similar, what kind of advice do you have for them?
Don't wait. You know, don't wait. Do work. Yeah, I don't know. There's like so many things that you could do, right? But if you want to do this, think about what's going to separate you, right? How are you gonna stand out and just do it, right? I mean, no matter what, you got to put your 10,000 hours. God, right? Like I think Will Runford said it. Some kid I know, he's like okay, here's the thing. It's changing because you have a bunch of club DJs, kids who grew up DJing, who are like, I want to produce and I want to do this. It's like, yeah, great. It's about being an artist now, you know? DJing is a way to perform it, but it's about being an artist. And even that's changing, right?
Yeah.
But some kid, some club DJ was like, man, I went up to a manager and he manages some big acts, right? And he said, how long have you been producing? And I said, only 6 months. And he was like, don't even talk to me. And it's like, well, I hate to say it, but that's kind of true. Like, you gotta put 2 years of like 6 hours a day in, and show your music to somebody, you know? Yeah, I don't know. To people who are out there, just don't quit and just don't wait. Do it. Yeah. You know, bust your ass every day. Sit there for 6 hours. And if you can't sit there for 6 hours, you're not cut out for it. I hate to say it, but I don't think that's, you know, then if you love it, then try to find another angle in music, right? Yeah. On the business side or as an A&R. But if you can't sit there for like 6 hours every day, I don't know.
It's like, I mean, if you want something, go make it happen. Definitely find the time and to just make it. You gotta just make it a priority.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we close out, we have a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
We want to start off with, what is your greatest fear?
Snakes.
Well, every day I wonder, why. Well, okay, with my teachers, okay, yeah, it's a whole story, right, with me every time.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
But, no, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of failure, but every day I think about what moves I make that will lead me in what direction. A lot of times we had some brilliant teachers at Icon, and I always wondered, and I talked to them about it, why they're in something and teaching at Icon.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying teach. I love teaching. I'm a teacher myself, but if you're in music and where did you go wrong? And that's like always what I'm wondering. And that sounds terrible because like we always need great teachers, but a lot of these cats, they aspire to be something else, and that's why they're like 35 and now they're teaching, right? Mm-hmm. So it's always great to study failures more as equally as successes, right? To study them. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of failure, but every day I'm constantly saying, okay, what action am I doing? Am I networking the right way, right? Am I getting things back to people on time? Is it right quality, right? I don't know. I'm not really scared of that much. I don't know.
Well, what would you consider to be failure? Like right now, let's say.
I don't know. I mean, I've had tons of failures. Let's say we do a remix for Atlantic or something, and they don't take it, right? We had some big opportunities earlier on that we just weren't ready for, that slipped through, right? Missed opportunities, I guess that would be.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, there's like just a bunch of small ones, really, like what Linus was saying, but like also I guess some days are different than others as far as like if or like a certain week that you didn't do what you could, or like that you could have put in way more work than you did. But like, I mean, like we said, life goes on, and you just have to keep going at it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not scared of too much physical. Like, I guess I don't want to be jumped.
Okay, that's a good one.
Right now, because I'm still not 100 from I got like crazy surgery and like nah, I'm not trying to get jumped here,
Yeah, I went to a Muay Thai class yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, all right, if anyone tries to jump me, I'm gonna kick them. Don't worry, I got you. Okay, and so what do you guys feel that this world needs a little bit more or less of?
I think it's about time that artists emerge that have a real meaning and a real message. That needs to happen, like, soon.
I think it's happening. I mean, it's not a secret. It's just gonna naturally happen because there's too many acts that sound the same and are doing the exact same thing. And like, I don't know, I just feel like, especially this year with DJ Mag and all the stuff that always happens, people just like always start hating, and it's like, okay, like it's time to really find the creative people here and wean out the people who, I mean, they're creative, but they're not like pushing it. I don't know.
And I think these sets, like, we're seeing it more and more, but I'm waiting for EDM, right? To just have everything in it, right? We're seeing it more like we have a style. We could play music for an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
And it's some of it's progressive, some of it's like trap. But a style that we've been working on is this Odessa kind of style. And it's really, you get down to it for sure. It's good. It's all the stuff I'm confident saying is good, and everyone would play it like last night in the studio, right? Like we got done recording and I played them a bunch of stuff and they're like,
Shit.
holy crap, it's not all progressive. Like what you've heard from TELYKast is not even touching the surface.
Yeah.
But we gotta wait on it all, you know?
I think it's just, about, we always talk about it because we do want to be real diverse with what we release and especially what we play, but it's more of doing it in the right, like, in the right way, like strategically and like leaning people into certain things that we want to release. But if we just randomly throw out a trap song or something like totally under the realm that we haven't been doing, it probably wouldn't look the best. So just doing it strategically.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the world to like put out music that you're not like, oh, this is progressive house. It's just dope electronic music that main stage DJs are just gonna play, right? It's already happening, right? You hear people throwing in old hip hop stuff, right? Breaking it down, old hip hop stuff, but when like the Odessa kind of style, and that whole like just dope ass music is played, I don't know. I think that's what the world needs.
Yeah.
And probably like, I don't know, like less GMOs or something. I don't know, or whatever that even means.
You're in LA. You better know.
I know, right? Like everyone's
I know. New Yorkers ain't about that, but in Cali, that's how we do it. We swapped. We swapped.
Yeah. Are you from Cali originally?
Yeah, I'm from San Francisco, but let's see. 2 months ago, I quit my job, started this, packed up my bags, took a 6-week cross-country road trip, and moved here. So,
I love New York. I love the city.
Yeah, it's always been a place I wanted to live, so I was like, all right, well, nothing's really holding me back now, so here I am.
Tight. Good shit.
But I'll be in LA next month, so maybe I'll catch you guys there. Yeah.
I'll be in New York.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So just a couple more questions. What kind of legacy do you guys want to leave behind, or how does TELYKast want to be remembered as?
I think we have a whole like scheme that we've talked about, not a scheme, but just like a plan, I guess, that we want to be more than just music. Like we want it to go into all these other things. And I think a lot of people, when they find success, just kind of immediately think that they can just kind of chill, and like we want to like make it something way bigger, like a culture and a lifestyle,
like a whole, also like ultimately like TELYKast will be like the right, and it's gonna be this multimedia kind of I think it'll be music but like an information source. Who knows, see where it goes. But yeah, there's like these things that we kind of put into the universe, right? Maybe they're like 10 years away, but who knows? As long as we're thinking about it and it's being verbalized. Yeah, we kind of want to have like a I don't know, the legacy for TELYKast really is like, it's more than music.
Yeah. At
the end of the day. It starts with music, but it's more of a way to connect people. And I don't know. Does that not answer the question?
No, that's I was just letting you finish.
Okay, I don't know.
And so for you guys fans that are listening out there, what do you have to say to them?
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Glad you like it. More to come.
Yeah. And what's the best way to reach out to you guys?
I do most of social media, but like I'll talk to anyone, but I'd say probably Twitter, just because you can't miss a tweet. But
also, if you have good music out there, right?
Email it to us.
Email it to us, but try to make a genuine connection before we get so many
Listen
people.
To my shit.
We're like, yo, here's a drop. Like, let's collab, and then put my name first, and then your name, and then like, let's do. I'm like, who are you even? You know, like, hello. How about a hello? Is that customary where you're from? You know, like, I don't know. It's just like, if you have, because we get people, we get like 16-year-olds from like all over the country who email us stuff that we're like, yo, this is incredible, but like, they're just like, they're not cool about the way they go about presenting it.
Yeah.
You know, like, you got to make a genuine connection before you just, like, blast people and you on Facebook, right? Like, Facebook now is not Facebook friends, right? It's more of, like, a networking thing.
Yeah.
So, like, don't blast people with me. Like, be cool about it. Don't just be like, yo, check out my track. Yo, check out my track. Yo, check out my track. There's so many people. We get like 16 messages a day that are like that. And then, like, chances are you won't even listen to it if they're blasting you like that. But then when you do, if you do, it's like, oh, this is kind of hot. But, dude, don't be a dick about it. Like, be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you know,
I hope
good
that's not me.
No, you're good. You're from New York, so
Yeah.
we'll let you get away with that. Well, I mean, thanks for coming on. It definitely sounds like you guys have a ton of new projects coming out for 2016. So, you know, we look forward to continue to follow your journey. Make sure you let us know when you guys do drop that new track so we can give you guys another feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lane.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
All right, so that was Kyle and Linus from TELYKast. Really enjoyed talking to them, and I absolutely love their dynamic. For those of you guys that like our interviews, make sure you share them with your friends. If you haven't already, give us a follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at NeonOwlCo, or check out our website at www.neonowl.co. Before we get out of here, I'd like to share a clip that Kyle and Linus sent over to me for one of the latest tracks that they are working on. See you guys next time.